It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Washington Redskins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now
Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson on the move to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2 times. 4 down. Check.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll hand it down to Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins, that's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Haskins will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's got it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. They'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Jackson. over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. On 4th down, Jackson. And an alley to run. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. You know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. This is Geis on a handoff left. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down to Thompson on the screen. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, 46 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Forced out to his left. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Play action. Now Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On first down, it's Ingram. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 38, Jackson being chased out left. The ball comes out. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 47 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Punching it in from a yard away. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Man, I got you. Man left, man left. We got 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Running right, this is Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his first pass is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Jackson flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson now off the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 99! Check 99! Jim! 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 Jim!
Here's Jackson to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Let's go! We gotta step it up.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Geis with the carry on second down. And an alley to run. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But
it got his man complete. The 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll have another first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's Geis on the counter, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will... Get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now Jackson, going to throw again. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A quick sidestep here, CD. The NFL doing something kind of neat for its 100th season, which wraps up with Super Bowl 54. They're inducting a 20-man class, a centennial class, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Now, a number of modern-day candidates won't be announced until the night before the Super Bowl, but 15 have already been announced, and it's a pretty good list so far. Guys like Harold Carmichael, Bobby Dillon, Alex Karras, Donnie Shell, Duke Slater, a number of others in there as well, CD.
Yeah, you're right about that, and what this does is they hope it helps ease the backlog of some of the great candidates that are out there. You know, a Max Speedy and Ed Sprinkle, people may have forgotten about, but they were tremendous during their time frame. And we did get to see, if you're watching television, coaches Bill Cowher and Jimmy Johnson receive their invitation to Canton from the president of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And we saw those announcements live. It was so much fun, wasn't it? And the emotion that came through. And let's not forget Executive George Young, who built the New York Giants back in the day with Bill Parcells and crew to win Super Bowls. And former Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, he presided over the big growth of the league. And contributor Steve Sable of NFL Films, who should have been in a long time ago. Without it,
Coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin.
That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On first down, this is Geis. Into the secondary again. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it.
Well, let's be frank.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go. Mike, ready? Watch 30. 55. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Third down, here's Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive. And
that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now it's Haskins, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First carry for James Conner. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
91 is the mark. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Oregon. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his left, and that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he'll get this one down to about the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 55. Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go, here we go. 2:30.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They start on the ground with Geis, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On the ground, it's Geis.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'll look to have back at the 41. Really in a hole here.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think
there was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. All right, now.
The Steeler off out of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth. That can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike, hey, exit. Tight down. There you go. 91 is the mic. Bend it.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. They'll run with Geis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Steven Nelson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now it's Haskins. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this one complete to Reed. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
50.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners. They've had the receivers on lockdown.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Just like this. Just like that.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis. 44 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Roethlisberger will throw. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Scrambling. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is
nowhere to escape, and he goes the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's make 77. Here we go.
Roethlisberger throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's
read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The toss right to Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now this. Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the Tackles made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
That's good for the Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a run with Geis. And I think this defense knew. Was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again they run, again it's Geis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 6. Yard line.
Steven Nelson on the tackle. 12 yards on the play. Leads to third down.
Let's go,
They'll try and get it with Geis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Haskins will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. He's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Watch the run! Hey, alert! Go ahead. Stand up!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want there. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They'll hand it down to Geis. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, 57 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mostert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, you know, occasionally we see unlikely heroes in the postseason, but Raheem Mostert, oh, wow. I mean, everybody knows the story by now, but undrafted out of Purdue, cut 6 times by the Eagles, Dolphins, Ravens, Browns, Jets, and Bears. A few of those teams wouldn't mind a do-over, I would imagine, because he latched on in San Fran as a special teamer, and boy, has he taken off late.
And I actually was fortunate enough to see his breakout game at Baltimore. 146 yards in the regular season. They lost by a field goal at the buzzer, but still, you knew then, okay, this guy's got some juice to him. And how about the explosion in the NFC title game against Green Bay? The first man in NFL playoff history to rush for over 200 yards at 220 and 4 touchdowns. No longer is he just a special teams player. He's now a lead running back for a team in contention for the Super Bowl.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
Now Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line.
Here we go.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
Check the hot read.
This is Mostert. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Haskins to throw it. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. Now a handoff. Geis going right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Like 80!
The Niners take over first and 10.
Now Mostert. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5 now. Haskins, he's going to loft one deep left side, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mostert. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben Foster drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 13 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Geis with a carry on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. It's Geis on the counter. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a handoff looking right. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.